Hi there. This is the last deck profile video I'm doing for tonight. I might do some more next week just to kind of close out BT7 for myself. I'd like to finally make the green deck. Thank you to Detonated Wham from New Zealand for setting me up with the JP tamers that I needed to close that deck out. I will also be making a new blue deck based off of some cool stuff I saw from tournament reports in BT8 and EX2. And I might try. You know what? The last one will be kind of a surprise. But I hope you enjoy the new ones when they come out. Let's close this out with a version of Yellow Hybrid. I'm going to call this Pulsemon Presents Red and Yellow Hybrid. So to start this off, I only run 4 of the Digitamas. These are the BT3 Upamons. When I attack, if I have 3 or less security, draw a card. I don't want to be at less security ideally. I want to be at more security for some of the effects that are coming my way. But if I'm at 3, that's ideal. I run 4 of the Starmons from BT5. On play, for every Digimon in play, one of my opponent's Digimon gets minus 1k. This is going to be switched for the promo Pulsemon later. I just could not find them when I was making this deck initially. I run 2 of the BT7 Pulsemons. It's inherited as when attacking once per turn. If you have 3 security cards, dead on 3, gain 2 memory. And then 2 of the BT6 Pulsemons. On play, you can trash cards from the top of your security stack until you have 3 left. Gain a memory for each one. I don't ever want to use that ability. This will digivolve. It will not go in play. Second effect, though, while you have 3 security cards exactly, this card gains jamming. Very, very nice effect. So that's all my rookies. All my champions. Actually, that's not a lie. 8 of my champions are exactly the same champions you would expect from a yellow hybrid deck. So I run 4 Kazemons. This is the yellow Lobomon. It just has the ability to digivolve over a tamer. I run 4 Zephyrmons. It's got the ability to digivolve over a tamer as well. It can digivolve over a champion for a cost of 1. I can digivolve, if I digivolve this over a Zoe specifically, or something with hybrid in its name, all my security gets plus 3k until the end of my next turn. Really awesome ability. And now my weird one, just to kind of keep with the Pulsemon Presents deal, I run 3 Bulkmons. These are the BT7 ones. Its effect, while you have 3 or more security cards, this is a block. Your Digimon's a blocker. It's so good. It's only a 4 cost to play from your hand. So if you have a lot of memory and they don't have tamers on their board, you could hard play this and digivolve into an ultimate and have a really good startup if they let you. For my ultimates now, speaking of which, I run 4 Jet Selfies. This can digivolve over any Digimon with a tamer for a cost of 1 instead of 3. Again, the floodgates that stop you from reducing costs will make this cost 3. But as long as there's a hybrid in the traits of this Digimon, I can recover 1. That's guaranteed pretty much. The only exception is Bulkmon messes that up a bit. But I just don't digivolve Bulkmon into that. Bulkmon digivolves into Rise Greymon. 2 deals. He can Digiburst 2 to let me play a red or yellow tamer card with a cost of 4 or less from my hand without paying its cost. This is great to get on my TKs, my TK Kyries, my Zoes if I have to, but I would rather pay the 3 cost for a Zoe. And then when attacking, as it's inheritable, if I have a tamer in play, one of my opponent's Digimon gets minus 2k for the turn. There's a little bit of minusing in this deck. Really fun. And last two, I run 2 Aldemons. This is part of the red hybrid setup. I really only run these two Emperors, and 2 of the, oh man, what's your name? Takumi. Ooh, had to think about that for a sec. Maybe I gotta rewatch season 4. So I don't care about the main effect up here because he's not going to digivolve over anything. I will more than likely keep him in my hand until it's time to go into Emperor, or I'll leave him in my trash so that my opponent swings into it and he goes to the trash. Unless I don't have any other picks for Zoe's effect, and then I'll take him. But his inheritable, while this has hybrid or 10 warriors in its traits, does not activate security effects on any option cards that it checks. I'll only get 1 check, but just to know consistently I won't be taking stuff is nice. For my megas, I run 4 Shine Greymons just because of how many tamers you put on board. When you digivolve, suspend all your opponent's suspend all of your yellow tamers. For each tamer you suspend, you get to activate the effect. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4k for the turn. This can lead to massive board wipes just because of how many tamers there are in this deck that are yellow. And then when this Digimon is in play during my turn, I get plus 1k for every tamer I have in play. Does not matter what the color is. I run, I'm going to do the tech choice first. I run 1 Dynasmon. I want to keep myself around 3 security. This is a good way to keep myself there, or keep myself up to 4, or depending on how I play it with Zoe and TK and my timing, I could go up to a full 5 again, just from digivolving into this. So when digivolving, you can trash the top card of your stack to reveal the top 6 cards of your deck. Add up to 2 level 6 or lower Digimon from among those 6 to my hand. Trash the rest. So it's a good way to also load up my trash with maybe tamers or hybrids that I wasn't ready to use yet, because then I can recycle those back in with Susanumon's effect. Oops, spoiler alert. And then all turns once per turn. When a card is removed from my security stack, if I have 3 or fewer security, recover 1. Really awesome effect. And my last 2 megas, Emperor Greymon. So it's got Blitz, and then if it gets blocked, unsuspend it and gain a memory for every hybrid in its Digivolution cards. I guarantee I will always get the full thing unless they strip my sources. So I'll bounce up by 5. Last one is 1 Susanumon. I can return 10 tamers from my hand or trash or hybrids to the bottom of my deck in order to summon this over top of a tamer instead of putting it over level 6. It gets 3 security checks because it has security attack plus 2. And then when I digivolve, I can delete any of my opponent's Digimon. So there's something I feel is troublesome. That's one way to get rid of it. I will usually keep Susanumon in the hand until my deck is quite thin, and then I will digivolve just to get that recovery of my deck back in progress. Okay, on to my tamers. Oh, I should mention this now. This is an optionless deck so far. I might go back and readjust it and put some in there, but I didn't see the use, so I didn't do it. I run 4 Zoes from BT7. Also, thank you to Detonated Wham for getting these to me. I can look through my security stack for 1 card with hybrid or 10 warriors and add it to my hand, and then I can recover 1. If this digivolves into a Digimon, all of my security Digimon get plus 3k. If I do this with Zephyrmon, it goes up plus 6k, at least for their next turn. And then my next turn, from then on, it'll stay plus 3k because of her awesome effect. Next one. 4 TK Kairis. It's got the effect when I have less security than they have, then I gain 2 memory. And then when one of my yellow Digimon attacks, I can suspend to go minus 1k on their Digimon. I will use this a lot more in this deck than I will that Cherubimon deck that I also have. Just because there are up to 4 of them I could have. I could do another minus 2k with my Red Rise Greymon, that's minus 6k. I can use, oh my goodness, Starmons to do even more damage to their DP. And then if they're still alive after all that's said and done, I can just Digivolve into a Rise Greymon. Now that would be a waste, obviously, to do that with all those suspended. But I think you get the idea. I can do some DP damage. I run 3 TKs. These are not all different, luckily. 2 of these are from actual BT1. One of these is from a tamer pack. It's not a box topper. I'm really sorry. I never got one. It's got the effect that it'll set my memory to 3. I can look at the top card of my security stack, reveal 1 card in it, and add it to my hand. If it's a yellow card I revealed, then I get to recover 1. And then 2 Takuyas. So, 2 effects. I can place 5 cards with Hybrid from my trash underneath this Tamer in order to Digivolve into an Emperor Greymon. That's awesome enough as it is. But because Emperor Greymon fulfills a second condition and it's inherited, I get that too. So this Digimon gets plus 2k while it has 10,000 DP or more, which it will. It gains security attack plus 1. So that means my Emperor Greymon can do 2 checks. This is still very much an experimental deck. It needs more playtest time, but I really do like the deck, so I wanted to share it with the people in my community and the people that check out my videos. I hope you enjoy this. I will go back to some deck building probably this weekend when I have some free time. And then in a couple weeks, I will turn out my last 3 deck profile videos. I really hope you enjoy this. Till next time.